A warm welcome to all of you, my dear students. Today, we are going to start a new chapter from your accountancy subject, Chapter 12, Bank Reconciliation Statement. Children, in our previous class, we have studied about the subsidiary book. We saw different types of subsidiary book. We also saw and learned about cash book. Cash book is prepared by the businessman to record all the cash details. We saw that there are two types of cash book: single column cash book and double column cash book. In double column cash book, we maintain two columns, one for cash and the other one for bank. So whatever transaction is there related to bank will be recorded in the bank column of cash book. So children, you can see here it is a bank statement, which is also known as bank passbook. Bank statement or bank passbook is a copy of account of the account holder in the books of the bank. It is issued by the bank to the account holder. So a businessman, maybe he is having a account in this particular bank. So the bank will issue him the passbook. It is in the passbook that all the entries related to that business will be entered. So the bank issues this passbook to the account holder. Cash book, you know very well about the cash book. A businessman prepare a cash book to record receipt and payment of cash. So there are two types of cash book: single column cash book where only cash dealings are recorded, and there are two columns or double column cash book in which we record both cash as well as bank column. So children, cash book is a book maintained by a businessman, and bank passbook is the book which is issued by the bank to the businessman or account holder, and this businessman can verify his passbook and cross-check the same with his cash book to find if there is any difference between the bank passbook and cash book. So children, debit entries in the cash book are shown on the credit side of the bank statement or passbook. So children, you have to understand here is, what you have to understand over here is, cash book and passbook, they are providing a two different function. Cash book is showing in what way the cash is going out or coming in the business. What are the cash receipt and payment of the business? And passbook is showing the cash deposited and cash withdrawn by the businessman. Okay, so the both books are giving you a two different requirements. Cash books debit entries is a credit entry for the passbook. So if you are recording on the cash book debit side in the bank column some items or transactions, so that will be shown in the credit side of the passbook. Okay. Same is the case when if you are recording on the credit side of the cash book bank column, then it will be shown on the debit side of the passbook. Transactions of deposits and withdrawals during the period being recorded in both cash book and passbook. Balances shown by the two records at the end of the period should normally agree. Okay, so whatever transaction have been entered into, if it is deposit or withdrawal during the period, will be recorded in both cash book and passbook. Okay, and at the end of the period, what we will do? We will check both the books, both cash book as well as passbook, and we have to check if both are same. If there is any difference, then we have omitted or we have recorded omitted to record an item in any of the books. If the two balances differ, it is necessary to know the reason for the difference. That is also required. If any difference is there, what is the reason why that difference is there? That you have to check. So how can you check it? By preparing bank reconciliation statement. So what is bank reconciliation statement? Bank reconciliation statement is a statement prepared to reconcile the bank balance as per cash book with the balance as per bank statement or bank passbook. The reasons for difference are ascertained and presented in the statement. So what is the reason of the difference in these two books, cash book and passbook? That can be known if you prepare bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so it is in the form of statement. You have to present this difference in the books through a statement. Now let us see what are the different reasons of difference between the cash book and passbook. The first reason, that they are classified it into three parts. That is, the first reason may be because of difference in timing. So under these two categories are the check issued but not yet presented for payment. That means we have issued a check to one of our supplier, okay, one of our creditor. We have issued the check, but that creditor have not presented that check to the bank for payment. So what happened? When we issued this check to a creditor, we have recorded the same in our cash book, stating in the payment side we have mentioned that we have issued a check to our creditor, but the creditor he didn't went to the bank and presented the check so that this payment he will get the payment for this. So what happened? We have recorded in cash book that, but the same is not recorded in passbook. At the end of the period, accounting period, when we went to bank to check, we saw that in cash book this payment was recorded, but passbook have not recorded this payment because he have not presented that payment. So that, because of that situation, the difference have arisen in cash book and passbook. That you have to rectify. That difference you have to remove, and for that you have to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. I hope you understood the concept behind this. Same is the situation when check deposited into the bank but not yet cleared. See children, when we deposit, we all know that in bank we can deposit the check. But when we deposit the check, we have made an entry in our cash book receipt side bank column that check have been deposited. But the bank have not deposited the same. In the deposit column, they are supposed to record it, but bank didn't do that. So what happened at the end of the accounting period, when we checked our passbook and cash book, our cash book receipt side or receipt side have increased, but passbook deposit side is not showing this record. So that means what? There is a difference between these two, passbook and cash book. So that we have to rectify, or for that we have to prepare bank reconciliation statement. Next, the reason of difference between these two balances are transactions recorded by bank. For example, see, interest credited by bank but not recorded in cash book. So you know that when we deposit cash in the bank, they provide us with interest. For example, if we are depositing fixed deposit, they will provide interest on that, but that will be recorded in passbook. But for our cash book, it will not be recorded. So that difference we will find at the end of the accounting period. Same is the case with bank charges. Interest charged by the bank but not recorded in cash book, and interest and dividend collected by the bank. So these are the expenses which the bank will charge to us, like bank charges and direct payment by the bank. So bank is making the payment, bank is paying the telephone bill or electricity bill of ours, and we are not getting recorded it in cash book, but our passbook is being get recorded with this amount. So that shows the difference. So these are the cases where bank makes the record in passbook, but in our cash book these entries are not made. Okay, so in that case also we will find a difference between these two and we have to rectify that. Next is error or omission. So if any of the transaction is omitted or forgotten to be recorded, then in that case also cash book and passbook will show a difference, and that you have to rectify by showing a statement which is known as bank reconciliation statement. So let us first of all see what is bank reconciliation statement. We have already discussed this, but let us have a review of the previous class. Bank reconciliation statement is a statement prepared to reconcile the bank balance as per cash book with the balance as per bank statement or bank passbook. So if there is any difference between cash book, which is prepared by the businessman, and bank passbook, which is issued by the bank to the businessman, if there is any difference found between these two, then the bank account holder will prepare a bank reconciliation statement. In our previous class, we saw the different reasons for that difference between this cash book and the passbook. Now let us do some problems for a better understanding of this bank reconciliation statement. Before that, let me tell you, there are some cases related to preparation of bank reconciliation statement. There are 4 cases which we have to do one by one. First is case 1. When starting balance is debit or favorable balance as per cash book. So you know that cash is a asset. An asset shows a debit balance. That means if it is showing a debit balance, you have to understand that there is cash in the cash book. Okay, so we can also term it as favorable balance. That means cash is there in your cash book, bank column cash book. So when starting balance is debit or favorable balance as per cash book. So in that case, what are we supposed to do? Then case 2, when starting balance is credit or favorable balance as per passbook, if the starting point is with this case. And third case is when starting balance is credit or overdraft or unfavorable balance as per cash book. So credit balance means what? Payment, or overdraft or unfavorable. That means in your cash book bank balance, it is showing a overdraft. So you have withdrawn more money than what is there in your bank account. That is the case of overdraft. Okay. So in that case, what are you supposed to do with the accounting work? Then case 4, when starting balance is debit or overdraft or unfavorable balance as per bank passbook. So when you look into your passbook and if it is showing a debit balance or unfavorable balance or an overdraft, then in that case, what are the how is the statement to be prepared, that we will see. It's a very easy problem. Just understand the way of doing it. Okay, so let us see case 1 first. When starting balance, that is debit or favorable balance as per cash book. So in your question, it is given that when your starting balance is debit balance, so as per cash book. So debit or favorable balance as per cash book means amount laying deposited in the bank. That means in your bank account there is amount deposited, or you can say there is enough cash in your bank account. When the balance, that is favorable or debit balance as per cash book, is given or taken as the basis to arrive at the balance as per bank passbook, adjustment are made for entries causing differences, that is are added to or deducted from the cash book balance. So children, you are preparing bank reconciliation statement because there is difference between your cash book and your bank passbook. So your starting point when it is balance as per cash book, your end result what you receive is the balance as per passbook with credit balance. Okay, you will get better understanding when we do the problem. In between these two balance, you have to add some item and subtract some item so that your cash book and passbook becomes equal. That is our target. Your passbook and your cash book should be equal. Because of that difference, we are preparing bank reconciliation statement. So you have to make some adjustments so that the differences can be adjusted and your cash book and passbook gets equal. Okay, so there are some items which you have to add in cash book, and there are some items which you have to subtract in your cash book. Because of this difference have been arised. Okay, now let us see which are the items which you have to add in your cash book balance. Check issued but not presented for payment. So you have issued the check. Issued the check means you have given the check as payment to your creditors. Okay, so when you issued the check, that means you are making payment, but that check was not presented by your creditor to the bank. But when you issued the check, at that time itself you made the entry in your cash book, but your passbook is unrecorded as that check was not presented by your creditor. Okay, so that makes a difference between cash book and passbook. You record it in cash book, but the customer or that creditor, he didn't went to bank to take payment, so it was not recorded in passbook. So that difference we have to correct. Okay, next case is check or cash deposited directly into the bank. Okay, and check deposited but not recorded in cash book. So in these two situations also you have to add that to your cash book balance. Okay, you have direct your customer, or we can say your customer had directly deposited some money to your bank account, but you didn't get intimation about that, so you didn't record it in your cash book, but the passbook it was recorded. Next is interest allowed by the bank. So interest have been allowed by the bank. Bank have recorded that in bank passbook it is recorded, but in cash book it is not recorded. So that difference you have to add in cash book. Same is the case with interest and dividend collected by the bank, that you have to add in cash book. Then bills of exchange realized, that also you have to add in cash book. Wrong credit granted by the bank, so that also you have to add in your cash book balance. So these 6 entries you have to remember or understand, and you have to understand that these entries are to be added in your cash book balance. There are some items which you have to deduct from your cash book balance. Let us see which are they. Check deposited but not collected or credited by the bank. So check have been deposited by us, but it is not collected by the bank. So when we deposited this check, we made entry in our cash book bank balance as deposit, but the same was not done by the passbook. So that difference you have to show as a deduction from the cash book balance. Next is check or bills of exchange dishonored. So if it is dishonored, then also you have to deduct. Bank charges charged. So bank used to take some charges for our deposit. So we didn't get any intimation about that. So our cash book is not recorded, but our passbook have showed up a deduction. So that you have to record in your cash book balance also as a deduction. Interest charge also the same way. Direct payment by the bank as per standing instruction. So there was if there is any expenses like rent expenses, insurance premium, so we have instructed the bank that if such charges arrives, you have to pay from our bank account. So bank does that, but that intimation we didn't get, so we didn't record it in our cash book. In that case, our cash book and passbook shows the difference. Then wrong debit by the bank also you have to deduct. Check recorded but not deposited. We have recorded the check, but it was not deposited. In that case also cash book and passbook will show a difference. So these are the items, 6 items which you have to add in cash book balance, and these are the 7 items which you have to deduct from your cash book balance. Now see children, the second case, when starting balance is credit or favorable balance as per bank passbook. So favorable balance or credit balance as per passbook means what? In your bank balance, bank account, there is amount deposited. So if when balance that is favorable or credit as per passbook is taken as the base to start arrive at the balance as per cash book, adjustments are made for entries causing difference, and here also you have to add and subtract some item. See children, cash book items and passbook item to be added and subtracted is the same. Only difference is whatever you have subtracted in cash book, that you have to add, and whatever you have added in your cash book, that you have to subtract. Third case, when starting balance is credit, overdraft or unfavorable balance as per cash book. So your cash book credit side means your payment side is more. That means that means amount is withdrawn and is payable to the bank. So you have withdrawn, overdrawn. Overdrawn means what actually, suppose there is 10,000 in your bank account and you have withdrawn 12,000. So that is a case of overdrawn, which is also known as overdraft facilities, which are provided by the bank to some of the privileged businessmen. So overdraft is like taking a credit from the bank. Okay, so overdrawn is payable. That amount you are supposed to payable to the bank. It's a liability for you. Okay, so your cash book is showing an overdraft, that means unfavorable balance. So in that case, these are the items, these are the 7 items which we have to add in our cash book balance if it is overdraft. Okay, and these are the items, 6 items which should be deducted from your cash book balance. So children, that was case 3. Now let us discuss about case 4. Case 4 is exactly opposite of what we did in case 3. Okay, so the item which we have added in our cash book balance when it is overdraft, those items will be deducted. Those 7 items will be deducted in our passbook balance, and the items which we have deducted in our cash book balance when it was overdraft, those items will be added over the passbook balance overdraft. So you have to read the question and understand properly whether it is overdraft as per cash book or whether it is overdraft as per passbook. And according to that, if you are remembering these items of addition and subtractions related to each of these cash book and passbook, you don't need to remember the item in passbook, because if you are remembering the item as per cash book, the opposite of that you have to do with passbook. Okay, so children, so this is how you have to do this, understand the addition and subtraction to be done in the balance or as per overdraft.